Today is the 24th of June 2024. Okay, we've been looking at shapes. We've done a lot of shapes. Our last video was about a tank, where you submerge, sorry, four identical and or six identical or five identical spheres. Okay, it can be a water tank, it can be a oil tank or a factory tank. Maybe it's going down, so you want to get the liquid up, or a tank where maybe they're having yogurt or fluid drinks. They need to submerge it, let the level rise, and then they can get some out before they start a new mixture. Okay, so it depends on what they are doing, and these are big stuff, but there was one in centimeter and one in meters. Please watch last video for recap. I want to start looking at algebraic expressions and algebra again, solutions. The ones I've done so far, okay, I've done a series on algebra. I didn't go too deep because foundation students as well. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to recap, and then I'll add a bit more to help the higher students. Is that okay? So if you're a higher student, you can watch those to solidify your knowledge, but you should watch this as well. So today it gets a bit more basic and a recap of what we've done, but and then I'll push you a bit forward. Okay, if you are doing higher maths. Uh, Thank you so much to everyone who have subscribed. Thank you so much. Please, when you get a video, like, um, share, subscribe, follow, depending on which platform. As long as you're not paying anything, please do whatever you can to keep us circulating the platform. Okay. Um, Please follow my notes script. Um, it's a good way of following, okay, because it's maths, it's numbers. Okay, I'm not perfect. I can also solve the question depending what I'm doing. Maybe I got distracted. Normally, when I sit down, I make sure that I have that 1 hour to sit down and structure my notes. But at times, maybe there's a call here, there is a knock here, there is somebody coming in, my son or somebody. So a lot of things, or maybe I have to stop and go and get uh, to some errands and come back. So a lot of stuff going on my end as well. So please, if there's any mistake and you see it, let me know. But normally, as I said, as a usual practice, when I'm uploading, I watch the video first, the recorded video, before I upload. And then when I upload on the platform, I re-watch it again. Okay, when it is uploaded on the platform, I re-watch it, one, to see how I sound, and to look at what is in the video to make sure that everything is right. Please, if you can't hear me and my voice is not strong enough, I'm really sorry. But you stick with me with time. You will get used to me. It's okay, please. Um, I know the platform is helping people because I've received a lot of feedback and a lot of views. So please, um, just hang in there, okay? Don't say that, oh, I can't hear her and dismiss it. Just watch it, and with time, you might end up learning a lot, which might help you. Beware of scammers, please. Don't be scammed. And as I said, this platform originally was for tips to passing your GCSE. I wasn't planning on um, giving out teaching lessons, but as I thought about it, I was like, what is the point of telling people students how to pass, when you are not even helping them or contributing anything, okay? Because maybe it is because they don't have all the information there. So, okay, and most of you, I know you like your phones, so if that is a way I can get you to learn maths and get at least a C, then at least I've achieved my aim. So recap, as I said, we were doing shape. Watch last video for recap. I've said talked about the display stand. Any other shape questions, okay, I will add it to my next set. I've done a first set of possible exam questions which I got a very good feedback on, okay, and I think you guys like it. You like this, me solving your questions for you. So after I've done the topics I've listed, most of them, okay, to challenge the higher students, then I'll do another 50 sets, and then we'll see what else we can do from there on. As I said, I'm not going to delete these videos. They are there, okay? The only thing I'm thinking of is editing them so that maybe like a question, it's 5 to 7 minutes I've solved, so you can get that, and I'll put it at the short videos so that maybe the people who are in a hurry can get that. But if you like the long videos, because I think the long videos are good for you as well, because in between I say things that will help you remember how to solve the questions. Now, today I'll start examples. Okay, we are doing sets again, metamath, sets as in SURDS. We did some series on sets, okay, and I help you solve questions. But these are fundamental things that you can do mental math on. So this is the multiplication. 4 times 5 is 20. Root 2, root 3 is root 6. So your answer is 20 root 6, straightforward. 2, root 2, root 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay. Root 6, root 2 is 12, which you can write as 4 times 3. Root 4 is 2. So now 10 times 2 is 20 root 3. So that'll be your answer. 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Root 5, root 6 is root 30. Okay. So that was where I'll leave it. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 18 is 36. 6 root 36. Root 2 root 18 is 36. Root 36 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So our answer is 36. So 4 simple set questions. Okay. Now, this one here, root 30. If I do root 15, root 2, I can break root 15 down. If I do root 30, will give me decimals. 10 times 3, I can also break down. So the only way I can do it is leave it as root 30. Okay, so that I don't complicate it because I'm simplifying. Now, I said we are starting another set of algebra. Okay, so today we are looking at expand and simplify and a few things. So I've brought things in together. Okay, so hopefully it shouldn't be long today. So example, okay, all these are recap because we have it earlier. So if you are supposed to simplify this, 9x squared plus 3x. Now you can bring 3x out for both. So that's my 3x. What will I multiply by 3x to give me 9x squared? 3x plus 1. So 3x into bracket 3x plus 1. If I multiply this and 3x plus 3 times 3x, I'll get 9x squared. So we'll be back here. If I multiply 3s by 1, I'll get 3s. My sign is plus. Okay, so now we are simplifying. So I have to simplify from here to here. If you're expanding, you should be able to expand from this one to that one as well. From here to here is fairly easy because you just multiply the 3's out. But from here to here, you need to take note of the sign, and then also you need to find the common factor. Okay, before you decide it's 3x, you have to make sure that both of them can accurately go into each of the terms together. Okay, now let's look at another example. So we are doing the same type of this, 10x plus 15x squared. So here again, 10 and 15, my factor, it will be 5. X and x, so I have x. So 5x squared into bracket 2, because 2 times 5x will give me 10x. 5x squared times 3x will be 15x squared. So that one. Okay. Now 3. 12x squared plus 18x squared. So if I look at 12 and 18, the number factor will be 6. There's x here and there's x here, so I'll have 6s outside the bracket. And then I have 2x plus 3. So that when I multiply 6x times 2x, I'll go back to 12x squared. 6s plus times 3, 18x. Now remember the bracket is multiply. Okay, so if I multiply this and I don't get what I started with, then there's something wrong. Okay, so you always have to look at both whilst you are working. Okay, because sadly, a question like this might carry 1 mark. Okay, and A foundation student should be able to do this. So if you're in a foundation group and you this come in your exam paper, you don't want to be losing this mark, you want to take it. Okay, 4. 15a squared plus 10a squared. So 15 and 10, my common factor will be 5. There is a squared in this a, so I'll bring 5a outside. Then I'm left with 3a for the first step, because if I multiply 3 times 5, I get 15. A times a, I get a squared. This is another one. That should be a plus, not a minus. Okay, so now here, so because it's a plus here, if I put a minus here, then it's wrong. Okay, so 5a times plus 2 will give me 10a. Okay, that is another one. So I've corrected that, and the note is accurate, so go by the notes. Here, y squared plus 8y. Y is common here, y is common here, okay? And then y out into bracket y plus 8. Now the plus at this is the same. So y squared y is y squared. Y times 8 is 8y. Okay. So that's the first set of examples. Let's look at the next set that we have. Now this is difference of 2 squared. I've explained it several times. And I said your ability to see these things is important. So assuming this is a non-calculator paper, you should be able to look at this, because 65 all squared minus 25 all squared. So if you want to do it algebra, it will be 65 minus 25, which is this one, into bracket 65 plus 25, which is this one. Okay, you can bring the plus or the minus first. There's no rule to that. 65 plus 25 is 90. 65 minus 25 is 40. 9 times 4 is 36. 2 zeros, so 3,600. So this is a way of looking at this and knowing that it's 3,600. Okay. That is the number. If you do it on the calculator too, you get the same. But with this kind of numbers, if it should come in the non-calculator paper, you should be able to use different of 2 squares and solve it. Okay. 29 all squared minus 11 all squared. So 29 minus 11, okay, you can do the minus first and the plus, or the plus and the minus. You are going to multiply, so it doesn't matter. So 29 minus 11 is 18. 29 plus 11 is 40. Okay. So now with this 0, you can have 180 times 4. So 180 times 2 is 360. Times double it again is 720. Okay. So that's why I have kept that starter column. Things like this, they are trivial. Okay, like the lemonade questions, they are easy to solve. But if you make a mistake, assuming it's 720 and I write 740, the examiner knows what I'm doing. But sadly, I might get half mark here and then I might not get the full marks there. Okay, because I'm doing it right here. but I didn't get the right answer. So take your time. Okay, please. Again, 34, difference of two squares. 34 minus 26 is 8. 34 plus 26 is 60 here. So immediately you see this, okay, this is not in algebra form, but it can come in numbers form, okay? And some of these questions, it gets a mark, okay? Even if it's 2 marks, you don't want to lose it. So 34 minus 26 is 8, okay? Um, 34 plus 26 is 8. So if I double 60 is 120. Okay, I double it again, it's 240. So that's 4 times. And I double it again, it's 480. Okay, I've seen some people in lower sets who like doing this a lot, doubling stuff, they love it a lot. So if they can understand that this is different of two squares, which they can do, then after they've done this step, they should be able to do this, okay, and get that. So it's like doubling 60 or repeating 68 times. So even if they don't know their times table off their head, 8 times 6 is 480. You add the 0 or you double, okay? As I said, I'd rather let you take your time, do it properly, than to do it in a haste. Because a higher student can get this wrong, a teacher can get this wrong because you're in a haste or you are being distracted or you are working under pressure and you have a lot of classes and stuff. That's why at times interaction in the classroom is good, because if a student sees it, they will draw you to it. Unlike here, I'm on one end of the phone recording myself. Okay, so I have to go over my notes several times before I present. Okay, but let's move on. Another one, 101 minus 99, which is this one, and 101 plus 91. Again, difference of two squares. 101 all squared minus 91 all squared. 101 plus 99 is 200. 101 minus 99 is 2. So 200 times 2 is 400. Even if it's a mark, it can save you from going for a reset. Even if you got your C on the lower boundaries and you had 1 mark to push you through, I'm happy for you. Okay, because at the end of the day, you see whether it's a lower boundary or upper boundary, nobody cares. It's so like Gcse. But immediately you get to then that headache starts. You have to go back and redo it. Okay, that is one of the reasons. It's like at times life is not fair, but at times maybe you also allowed yourself to be played a little. Okay, you can't blame everybody for your issues. Somebody at times we allow ourselves to be messed about. Okay, too. So at times it's both ways. Okay. Now 21 minus 10 and then 21 plus 10. So 21 minus 10 is 11. Okay, 21 plus 10 is 31. So here I have 31 times 11. Now I either double it. I can do 31 times 10, which is 310, and then add 11. Okay, now that is why we did estimate. So 310 times 11. Let's see if that is right, because I'm having a funny feeling. And this is how you can correct your script before you give it out. So 31 plus 10 is 31. So 31 times 11 is 341. So 341 is right. Okay. So there, you have to, at times, if you are not sure, just check. Thirty-one times 11, 341. So it's right. Okay. So if you're not sure, please check. Don't give your answer paper out and then be using the whole till your exam comes. It's like, did I get it right? No, you don't deserve that. And then when you finish, leave the marking to the teachers and just enjoy your summer. Okay, because whatever you could have done, you've done. Now let's look at another one, another set of example. Okay, this include minus. So the first one we had plus. So 9y squared minus 1 equals this is difference of two squares. Okay, so instead of numbers, they've given you an algebra form. So that is, if you have 3y all squared, you get 9y squared. 1 all squared will give you 1. So this is difference of 2 squared. So you can write this as 3y minus 1, 3y plus 1. The second one, 25x squared is 5x. So this is difference of 2 squares again. 16y squared will be 4y. So 5x plus 4y. Okay, first bracket, 5x minus 4y. Okay, we just did the number version. Now we are doing the algebra version. This third one, 4x squared minus 36, another difference of 2 squared. This is 2x. 36 squared can be written as 6 squared. So 2x plus 6, 2x minus 6. B squared minus 25, another difference of 2 squares in letter form. Okay, we just did the numbers one. So this is b plus 5 and b minus 5. So b plus 5, b minus 5. So all I'm saying is your ability to move from here back here, there should be a plus and there should be a minus, and both of them should be squares. Okay, I can get b from here. B squared b all squared will give me the first one. 5 all squared will give me 25, and it's the difference. Okay, x squared minus y squared. So x squared is x plus y, and then x minus y. Okay. Now let's look at another set of example. So this a recap. Okay, I think the last one we didn't do numbers, but as I said, this one I'm pushing a lot of harder stuff so that we can discuss for the sake of those writing the higher paper. Y squared plus 3y plus 2. Okay, if you if use factorize, okay, you are going to get y plus 2, y plus 1. Why? Because the 3y here will become 2y plus y. Okay, so in place, if you replace the 3y with 2y plus y, you can simplify out and get that. Okay, I'm going to do this and show you properly. So today, I'm just, I assume at this stage, I'm addressing higher students. So your ability to move from here to here, normally they'll give you this and they have to simplify to this form. Okay, or if they give you this to bring it to this form, you should know how to multiply and get back here. Okay, which we'll look at next lesson. Now here, y squared minus 5y minus 24. So instead of 5y, I'm going to put minus 8y plus 3y, which when I simplify back will give me 5y. So now, because it's minus 8 plus 3y, I'm going to get y minus 8, y plus 3. Okay. Y squared minus 6y plus 9. So here, if in place of 6y, I'll put minus 3y minus 3y, which will be 6y. So now if I simplify, I'll get x minus 3, x minus 3. Okay. In place of this 3y again, I'll put there's something wrong here. So I'm going to leave this out because if I want to redo it, so I'm going to leave this out for now. And I'm going to resolve it. I think there's something wrong here. It shouldn't be y plus 5, 1 minus 5. That is wrong. Okay, so I'm going to leave this out and I'll bring it into the next video. Now, here, the last one, because it's past 30 minutes again, if I want to explain it, it will take a lot of time. Plus 4. So I'm going to, in place of plus 4, I'm going to do 4y minus 3y. Okay, which 4y minus 3y will give me the plus y here. Okay, so y plus 4 and then y minus 4. Immediately you can break the middle one out, considering the y squared and the last term. You can break it out, then you can solve. But I'll show you how to look at that. Okay, so I'm going to put this one offhand because I think this is not right. Okay, this is not even, this should be y squared minus 25. So I don't know how I got this Okay, so I'm going to leave that out and bring it as a solution in the next video. Okay, please subscribe, like, share, follow my notes/script. Okay, so I'm excluding this for today. Okay, because the time is gone. I thought I would spend like 20 minutes. Uh, and then beware of scammers. Okay, if somebody's asking for donation, it's not coming from me. Thank you for joining me in today's video, and I'll see you in the next. I'll go back and revisit that question again. Thank you.